David Westdahl, are you ready?
Yes, I believe that I am.
All right, let's hear that piece in 3, 2, 1.
It is the final days of the year 2059. There is no more gasoline. Global democracy struggles to find a unified voice as the oil age comes to an end. 80% of the Amazon has been deforested. The planet alternately burns and floods. Teams of corporately funded scientists have colonized Mars. The Beatles' music catalog has entered the public domain. And Americans who came of age in the 1980s have themselves turned 80. How many times do I have to tell you damn kids to keep your synthoid monkey dog hybrid companion things and their shitty waste pellets off of my vertical front garden? These fleshy AI toys creep me the fuck out. Don't think I won't text pound 911 on you punks. Oh, that's right, I said pound. It's not a hashtag to me. And I said punks. That's right, it takes one to know one, boy, and I was a punk. And a hippie, too. Yeah, I tried yuppie for a while as well. Vegetarian, vegan, freegan, locavore, foodie. It's all meaningless now. You either eat or you get eaten. Democrat, libertarian, Republican, anarchist. It's all meaningless. You rule or you are ruled. Well, now, we're back to democracy again, but this new one, this democracy 2.0. You know, the one you brats have grown up with, and no more Cold Wars, no more oil wars, just this eternal information war. You know, just a constant barrage of data from all sides, just public elections of corporate figureheads bankrolled by the energy monopolies and protected by a nation's private security force. You know, I never thought I would say this, but I miss the two-party system. You know, once you could vote via Facebook, once democracy was sponsored by Doritos, I knew it was all downhill from there. You know, I remember when there were only 50 states to this union. The conglomerate, the incorporated territories of America. And I remember when we had a national currency. I remember cash, paper money. It was cloth, actually. But cold, hard cash. Now all you get is credits, just numbers, you know, ones and zeros, RFID chips, and wet wired data clouds. And what I wouldn't give to carry a wallet once more, just to need pockets again. You know, if it wasn't for you, you know, we could have stopped with the dirt-resistant, water-repellent smart clothes with the fabric-embedded UI screen and the personal area networks. But then you kids had to go and start using those skin-embedded screens and the fucking retinal screens. And you're probably not even listening to me right now. You're tuning out with your blue teeth implanted surround sound and just surfing the underwebs while you're staring at the back of your hand. You know, back in my day, we had the common courtesy to put earbuds in and attach them to a Walkman so you knew we weren't listening to you. You know, in my day, we had to walk to school or ride a bike or participate in a carpool. Yeah, we didn't have wheels in our shoes or personal jetpacks or UAVs. In my day, you had to have friends, actual real-life friends, in order to play games. And they weren't all these immersive holographic reality games either. We played board games, card games, role-playing games, video games played sitting side by side with someone on a couch or standing next to someone at an arcade. None of this MMOIHRRPG nonsense. Now, playing with people you've never met, spending real-life credits on in-game currency and goods, wasting precious hours and energy. Just think about the squandered resources, children. The time you can never have back. Was that level up worth it? Now, has this been an achievement unlocked sort of moment for you? Am I being too epic boss for you? Now, stop laughing at me. I know what I'm talking about. I came of age at the dawn of this great era, the late 20th century, the 1980s. And don't give me none of that Orwellian backtalk. 1984 was about the 1940s. Now, I'm talking about the real 1980s, the John Hughes 1980s. The music videos on MTV 1980s, when the king of pop was a young black man with tremendous talent and not some scary white woman without a nose. When Belle and Sebastian was a Japanese cartoon about a French boy and his dog on Nickelodeon and not some wistful Scottish pop band. When Saturday morning cartoons were violent. Back when there was so much nudity in movies, they had to create PG-13. Back when Michael J. Fox, God rest his soul, spent his 20s playing a teenager on Family Ties. The 1980s, hair metal, new wave, synthesizers. Phone numbers were only 7 digits, but you had to memorize them and then dial them manually. TV was free, but there was only 3 networks, and you had to get up out of your chair and change the channel manually. But there was a time of innocence. It was a time not of awareness, of cynicism, of ironic detachment. Every new moment was a discovery filled with wonder and excitement, not just another heavy revelation that we're all alike in different ways, or we're all different, which makes us the same, or God fucking forbid, oh duh, we're all just fucked up people living in a fucked up planet during a fucked up time, and there's nothing we can do about it. I'm looking at you, 1990s babies. I'm looking at you, millennial brats, you 21st century boards. Just look at the mad King William V of the UK. That fucker's a child of the 90s. The 90s killed his mother. Spice Girls, boy bands, grunge. Look out, kids, the goths have discovered flannel. The 1990s introduced networks expansion, corporate takeovers, entertainment for profit. Pay channels, pay-per-view, more shows, more channels, but not better television. Literally a show about nothing. And then movies about old TV shows and TV shows about old movies. It was just a matter of time before you were paying hundreds of credits to have endless entertainment just piped into you. And I don't trust this. That same people who are making synthetic limbs or making synthetic meat. People are made of Soylent Green. Now go back to your tower in Mega City, kid, and get off of my garden.